Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tarot Talks. I am finally getting to the Major Arcana series. There's just been a lot going on in life, and I've been trying to get to it, but it just wasn't happening. But now it is, so that's good. It's a good thing. So today I posted on my Instagram a quote from St. John, and it went something like, "He who wants to know definitively where he is going in life needs to close his eyes and walk in the dark." So this card is really, I didn't know I was going to do this today, but it's kind of synchronistic that this is happening. This card is really related to that quote because we see that the fool is looking, he's not paying attention to where he's going. He's just about to take the leap, and once he goes, he doesn't know what's going to happen once he takes that leap. And the dog is like, "Yo, bro, you're about to jump off the cliff, man." And he's not listening to anything. He's just going. He's going with his internal GPS. His internal GPS is leading him off this cliff, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it." So that's basically how you reach your goals and achieve your dreams. I changed my entire life, rearranged and changed in the span of a year and a half because my inner voice told me to start letting people know that, number one, that I'm a witch, that I am into the occult, and to share what I have gathered over the years via the tarot and all of, the knowledge that I've gathered through books and all of that. But tarot was my main tool to receive enlightenment. I always say that tarot is more powerful to the reader than it is to the querent, because you will absorb these archetypes and you'll understand them on different levels the further and further you study them, and the more years that you're into them, you think that you understand, and then more levels unfold and more things unravel. It's like a huge fucking onion, okay? And those of you who have been reading for a while, you definitely should understand what I'm talking about. So in the numerological sense, 0 is the gateless gate. It's the everything and the nothing. It is the singularity. It's the black hole that is in the middle of our galaxy. It is the vagina in the woman. It is full of everything and nothing at the same time. So if we look at it in the sense of what we can understand, because we can't really, not as scientists, unless you're a scientist, understand what goes on inside a black hole. Let's look at the woman's vagina, which on a microcosm is a representation of that. It's full of everything and it's full of nothing at the same time. It's boundless possibilities of creation is what it's full of. It's full of eggs and full of life and opportunity, and it's just waiting for that one zap of creation from the male essence to spark the life inside of it, and then it will be full again. So it's empty yet it's full at the same time, even though there isn't a baby growing inside of it as of yet. It's full of opportunities, and that's what 0 is. Zero is full of everything, but it's a clean slate. So he is like your infant, the fool. He knows everything and he knows nothing. The tarot is full of paradoxes like that, and such is life. And that's when people say tarot is all about balance. This is what they're talking about: the middle point between the paradox, becoming gray between the black and the white, standing in between the two pillars of life, the darkness and the light, becoming gray. He knows everything because he just came from God. He just incarnated into this world, and he carries the legacy of all of the lives and all of the knowledge that he has accrued over those lives in the past. Yet he is a complete blank slate and full of possibilities and opportunities, and he knows nothing about the world that he's in as of yet. So he is ready to become human. We are essentially demigods. When you look into Greek mythology, we are God and we are part of this earth. So we are part God, we are part matter. And he has his godlikeness And what that is it's the innocence, it's the purity, it's the curiosity, it is the ability to take in everything around you. It's the consciousness, it's the sentience of the higher self that's there, but he does not know anything about his humanity yet. And he carries the white rose. For me, I feel like the white rose symbolizes obviously purity and innocence, and the thorns are, and that's the godlikeness of that part of the rose. But the thorns and the stem are the humanity. The stem is grounding itself into matter, and the thorns are the trials and the tribulations that you will go through as a human within this earthly realm. um, I feel like humanness can be ugly, but it can be beautiful at the same time. So he's gathering. So how nine, if you follow my videos, I talk about how 9 and 0 are basically the same. 9 has shed all of his humanity and is getting back to his godliness and is about to go through the gateless gate. Here, he's about to accrue all of his humanity. So becoming, ascending and spiritually awaking and becoming, finding your godlike self again after you have found your human self is all about shedding. It's about shedding your image of yourself and the things that you are not. You learn a lot of things by learning what they are not and making mistakes. And he is about to learn everything that is not. He is everything that is. And now he's about to learn everything that is not. And then he gets to a point where he gets rid of everything that is not and comes back to his godlike self. In basic terms, when you get this card in a reading, it just full of possibility. It's birth. It's the beginnings. It's the essence of things that are ready to happen. And it could just be you're being a stupid motherfucker. You could take it literally. It does also mean you're being foolish. And it depends also what other cards are around it, if it's inverted, if it's, upright. The astrological ruler of this card is Uranus. And Uranus is kind of like the individualistic sense of the planet, the weirdo, the completely uniqueness that we have as humans. Like, no humans are like snowflakes. No human is exactly the same. Even identical twins, if they look exactly the same, they're very different on the inside. And Uranus, it brings in the revolution. And the revolution is becoming the godlike self, shedding the human skin and realizing the godlike self within us, that we are gods. And when we say that we are gods, that is not it is not a pretentious sentiment at all. It's something to be honored. And I feel like a lot of people throw around the word namaste, namaste, like it's become very trendy. And I think it's offensive when people don't really honor what that really means. If you're not at a point where you can love a human being because you know that human, whatever is navigating that human meat suit, is a part of you and you are a part of it, and you are also both a part of another whole, then you don't fucking understand what namaste means. It means I see the God in you. No matter if you are the homeless man on the street, if you're a baby, if you're a teenager, if you're a fucked up person, whatever it is, namaste means I see the God in you and I honor that. And it's about not seeing that outside shell. You shut up. My cat always has to get in on everything. She likes to be the star of the show. But another reason why people are so enamored with babies, just like we are with dogs and animals, and we love them so much immediately, is because they are full of love. They're God. They are from God. They are just coming into this earth from heaven, from God himself or itself or whatever you want to call it. And they haven't grown their thorns yet. they're the white rose, the soft petals, the beautiful innocence, and they haven't earned their thorns yet. So we fall in love with that because it's so pure and so beautiful. So that is why babies are just so lovable by anyone and everyone. It's just like, you could see a human on the street and be disgusted. We don't have that with babies. Babies are just, beautiful, loving energy. So that's my interpretation of the Fool card. And hopefully, each morning or in the free time I will continue this series, try my best to be consistent with it and just get through it like I did with all of the other cards. But I hope you enjoyed this interpretation. I hope to talk to you guys again soon and have a beautiful, blessed day.